Hello, Facebook family. Tony T coming to you from the hills of Laguna Beach right now. Matter of fact, you can probably see here in the background, you can't really see the water because it's kind of foggy down there. We've had some fog going on, and I'm sweating pretty good here. I'm probably about a 10 or 15 minute walk up here to the hills, and I'm about 7 minutes down to the beach. So, got a pretty sweet little location here in Laguna. But I'm shooting this. Hello, ladies. Welcome. Kathy, my good friend Kathy, Mandy, my friend Chris Croft in the house. What's going on, my brother? Oh, man, you and I have got some stories from when we were like, what? Remember? I think we were walking around. What were we doing? We were doing some pizza job or something. We were flying for pizzas or something in downtown Carrollwood, Tampa, something like that. God. Oh, man, you and I come from some past. Mandy, hello. Welcome, welcome. Vanessa, long time no see. How do you see? Good to see you there. Again, coming to you from here in Laguna Hills. Again, you can't see the beach back there because it's kind of really foggy, but here and there, shooting this video today, rejected again. So it's kind of funny. You know, I've stayed out of the dating scene, regardless of what, you know, some people might think, since late last year. And I've toyed, you know, ish once or twice, with some situations, but really have been staying out of the dating scene purposely, you know, on purpose. Lydia, welcome, welcome. Josh, welcome. Welcome, everybody. But so I've been staying out of the dating scene, and, you know, it's kind of funny. You know, people don't think that as a, you know, as a guy. Joy, welcome, welcome. And thinking, you know, I'm a guy and, you know, probably have no problem, but, you know, it's kind of funny when, you know, one of the big things that I've always dealt with growing up was abandonment. You know, just a lot of story around that stuff. Certainly not diving into story around that today. You know, between that and, you know, being a guy that's a little more on the short side, I'm 5'4", and, you know, that certainly has brought a certain amount of interesting perspectives in the dating past, which hasn't really mattered to me. I've dated anywhere from 4'11" to 5'10", doesn't really matter. You know, it's not really been a big issue to me. I kind of go by character more than anything. And, you know, of course, you know, we all have our exterior attractions, right, we'll say. And, you know, it's always been interesting. So it's funny, though, as I've gotten older and going through in the dating scene. Hey, Holly, my cousin. I know we were just texting, so I'm glad you just jumped on. But, you know, in the dating world, you know, as a man, it's easy to get rejected, especially, you know, just kind of, you know, some of what I just shared with you, just stories around it, and you know, just stories around the height thing and all this stuff. It's really fascinating. And what I've discovered is, you know, when I find myself in those areas where I might get, you know, rejected and, you know, trying to show interest in somebody, and it just really is important, the story that is around that area of my life. And I've discovered that when I have been in those spots where I felt rejected, that I felt pushed by pain rather than led by my vision. And you know, it's kind of funny, as I've gotten older, I'm really focused on my vision. It's really, really important to me these days. And, you know, focusing on vision, focusing on you know, legacy, focusing on producing, you know, eventually, you know, having a family and you know, creating that security, you know, all of that as a man myself is very, very important to me these days. You know, I'm 44, I'll be 45 next month. Not next month. Don't rush it. It's November. It's not next month. But again, being pushed by my pain rather than led by my vision. And this is something I think is very true for a lot of people. Here's the interesting thing: the only person that can reject you is you. That's what I've discovered. You know, the only person for me, Jen, welcome, welcome, and John, welcome to the show, right? The Laguna Beach show. The only person that can reject you is you, and that's what's been fascinating. You know, the same thing is true in business. You know, when you're working as a coach and you're working with people and you're making offers. You know, I look at dating as the same thing as making offers. Sometimes those offers are going to fall on people that don't have interest, or it's not just the right offer for them. Sometimes that offer, you know, does land and maybe it doesn't stick. You know, there's a lot of a lot of reasons, and a lot of things you can look at from that perspective. But ultimately, what I do know is that no one can reject you. Truly, the only person that can reject ourselves can be rejected is ourselves, and that's something that I've really had to work, over the years to really integrate and to really get clear on and to realize, so that my identity is not affected, it's not impacted. And yeah, Joy, you're absolutely right. And that's really what I'm talking about is consciousness. It's what matters in all arenas. Each person does have their own value system. Each person does have a particular set of things that they're looking for, that they feel are missing in their lives, and they feel that a mate can actually help them integrate. And it's the same thing in business. It's the same thing in my arena when I'm working with clients. I'm going to make offers, and sometimes those offers are not going to fall on people that feel that it's a good fit for them. And I don't take it personally, and I certainly don't make it mean anything about my identity. And I'm trying to get some sun around here. Man, it got dark all of a sudden, so there we go. You're going to see some grass. So, if you were hoping to jump on this Facebook Live and find out that I've been rejected, no, because I can't reject myself. Angel, what's going on, buddy? Happy late birthday, by the way. Good to see you, buddy. And that's really ultimately the key, is that if we can focus on, as Joy had mentioned, this consciousness, this idea of integrating and falling in love with ourselves, then, there's no need to be pushed by the pain. You can be led by the vision of loving yourself. And, this has been definitely a part of my journey, definitely integrating this concept, this idea, learning to lean into leadership, and especially learning to lean into leadership with love. And the best place that begins is definitely with myself. And I've had to go down a very dark journey, a very dark path in order to really integrate that and become clear that, no one can reject me, only I can. So as you're out there and you're growing your businesses, as you're making offers to your clients or to prospects to turn them into clients, just remember that not all of those offers are going to fall, and it certainly don't make it mean anything about you. You can certainly assign meaning around that idea. You can assign meaning around how you want to integrate, that particular experience. And it's certainly something that I make a practice of, and I don't necessarily take personally. So with that, I hope this has been a little helpful. And again, I know a lot of people probably tuned in going, has Tony gotten rejected? And no, because I can't reject me. That's all that matters. And ultimately, yes, we are, the quality of our lives a lot of times can be dictated by the quality of our relationships. And so I was talking with a really close friend of mine this morning. We've been friends for 15, 16 years now. And ultimately, like he said, I can count on one hand the importance, or the number of really close friends. He made a good point. And again, look at your favorites on your phone. And, like him and like me, I could count, how many of those friends are really, really close friends. And I can look at my favorites in my phone, and by the order of which I find them in, there's that order of importance. So take a look at your phone and look at your favorites, and, just kind of really, really invite that to sit with you, because, the relationship with ourselves ultimately definitely reflects the relationship that we have, with people in our world. And so I pray that they're healthy ones. I pray that they're good ones. And I pray that they are ones that grow you. They don't have to be easy, all right? I'm not looking for easy relationships, and I don't think that you're really looking for easy relationships either. I think there are relationships that have a lot of ease to them, but they also grow you. And I think, one practical matter of that is learning to lean into that leadership, learning to lean into vision in love, and be led by that rather than pushed by the pain. Confront, that what is probably darkest in your life, because that's where the light will shine the greatest, when you crack it open, right? So with that, I'm kind of babbling on, kind of a little off topic, but not totally. Just going deeper down the rabbit hole. So hopefully this has been helpful to you. I'm going to get back to my walk here. Again, I'll give you one last shot of, I'm here in Laguna Hills, and this is Laguna Beach down there, you can see. With that, I hope you're having an incredibly powerful week so far. I know I am, and learn to lean into love, lean into leadership, and lean into vision rather than be pushed by the pain, because ultimately nobody can reject you otherwise. So with that, hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.